Hey, what's going on, y'all? Trey Evans back for another video review. Today, I am reviewing a video from Bob Proctor. For those of you who may not know, Bob Proctor is a self-help author, businessman, motivational speaker, and several books on um, New York Times bestseller and things of that nature. So today I wanted to cover the topic of fear because obviously fear is something that we've all experienced in various ways, whether professionally or personally. And fear is the strongest emotion, as far as I'm concerned, in the human experience. And understanding what it is and understanding the power of it, I think is important. Right? Knowledge of anything makes you that more aware and alert to how to best utilize it to propel you to the next steps in your life. So, um, as always, if you do like the content, please take the time and like the video. Also, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate that. And, please leave a comment. I want to know if you are enjoying the videos or if you're not enjoying the videos. Obviously, create the content. These are passion projects for me. But once I put it out onto YouTube, I want to make sure that I'm creating content that everyone is enjoying or at least finds insightful and would like to see more of it. So, without further ado, this is Bob Proctor. He is talking about the power of fear and overcoming it. Great video.
Hello there and welcome. Overcoming fear is one of the greatest moves a person can make. First of all, we have to ask ourselves what causes fear. Fear is caused by ignorance, not knowing. And if we're going to go and do anything new, if we're going to break out of a paradigm, if we're going to change habit patterns, we're wandering into an area we've never been. And fear stops most people.
That's a great point, just to stop him right there. So, fear, just in its basic definition, is knowledge of the unknown, right? So, it is natural for any individual who has not done something and is about to embark on something new to be concerned, to have some reservations. So, fear is the basis of fear is the unknown. Great point.
You'll find people afraid to talk to a stranger. You'll find individuals afraid to stand up and ask a question in front of other people. You'll find salespeople afraid to make a sales call, afraid.
And that's important. That's an important point because I work in sales, and you know, it's just one of those common things that in order to be able to make money, you have to talk to people in sales. You have to be able to talk to people, right? Closed mouth does not get fed, and um, you know, if fear is restricting you from doing that as a salesperson, you will go hungry. Trust me, I've been there. Early on in my career, I definitely had this issue. So, great lesson or a great example of what fear can do in professionally.
afraid to ask for the order. Stop and think of how confining that is. A person's putting themselves into a small cell, but it's in their own mind. The doors aren't locked. They can open, and you can walk away to freedom if you learn to overcome fear. When you face fear, it leaves you. Face the thing you fear, and it'll leave you. That's really the secret of it. In fact, if you hold yourself back because of fear, your life actually comes to a stop because nothing gets better than it is.
Key information. Your life, you already know what your life is on this side. I always talk about the cliff and getting to the other side of the cliff. You already know what your life is on this side of the cliff. But if you can look over to the other side of the cliff and see the life that you want, compared to the life that you have, that's when, as Bob said, you have to face your fear and get that fear out of the way so you can get over to the life that you want for yourself. But that's one of the challenging, obviously, the most challenging aspect of fear. It's you can see it, but the concern about what happens if I leave this to go get that. So another great point.
You've got to be courageous. Now, courageous people aren't without fear. Courageous people are the ones that face their fear. I think Eddie Rickenbacker pointed that out, the great pilot. Don't let fear stop you. Make up your mind you're going to step out and do it. Stop and think of the number of people that are in jobs that they don't like.
We've all had those jobs. Um, Me, myself, I have constantly been a proponent of if it gets to the point where the job itself is affecting my personal life, when there is no work life balance, when everything that happens at work becomes and encompasses my entire life. I'm just saying for myself, I have left. And I have left jobs where I've been successful. I mean, been doing great. But whether it's the culture or just the atmosphere, whatever it was that was just eating me in on the inside, I've left. So, I'm only speaking from my experience, but I would never recommend anything that I haven't done myself. And a lot of times when I've talked to um, other um, co-workers and people in other industries and other business, when they constantly bring their concerns and their complaints about their job to me, and when I say, well, why don't you leave, it almost throws them into a trance, and it's because of fear. So um, fear can be very restricting, but once you acknowledge that wherever you're at now is not working for you, you're going to have to become courageous at some point and make a decision about the next steps. So,
And they're afraid to leave. Or people in relationships that are destructive and they're afraid to leave. This is a terrible way to live, and it's not necessary. It's just caused by ignorance. And when we step out and do something, we gain an awareness. We develop an understanding. And like that, the fear is gone. Make up your mind that fear is not going to stop you from doing the thing you really want to do. Step out and do it today.
you got to make a decision. Like anything else in life, you have to make a decision. Standing on the fence is not getting you to the next steps in your life. It's not getting you to the goal that you want to achieve. It's not getting you, to that next level, to that next plateau. It's so key. It's key information that Bob is providing. Like I said, Bob has been doing this for decades. He's, well known for his exercises in these matters in terms of self help. But such great information, you know, taking it to the next level, being courageous, um, identifying that wherever you're at now is not working. That's the first part of it. Identify that this is not working and then begin the process of moving on to the next steps to where you want to go.
It's Bob Proctor. Thank you.
So that's Bob Proctor. Again, if you want to check out Bob's work, Bob has a YouTube channel as well. You can go to the Proctor Gallagher Institute on YouTube. He has a ton of content. I really like his work. I've read a few of his books. Um, and as always, if you like what I did in terms of my review of Bob's description in fear, please do me a favor. Go ahead and like this video. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button too as well, because I'm going to be putting out more content. Again, these are passion projects for me, but I really enjoy this. I think it's a great addition to my channel, so I'm going to keep doing it. And leave a comment, please. If you liked it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I take constructive criticism very well, so I would appreciate any feedback that you can give me. As always, as I say, dreams are not just for sleeping. Wake up and live your dreams. Tell somebody about the dream. I'm Trey Evans. Tell them about the dream.